Happy day! I hope you're having a really good one. My name's Jenna Poole. I'm the clinical nutritionist from Jenna's Nourishing Life. And today I thought we could dive into all things fuel sources. So fuel sources for your body in order to get energy and to thrive and feel good. So essentially your body, I like to think of it like a really big recipe book. And whatever you want to create, whether it is a baby, whether it's energy, fat loss, good sleep patterns, excellent digestive health, hormonal wealth, whatever it is that you're wanting to create within your body, look at it like a big recipe. And what we need to figure out is what ingredients you need and what utensils you need in order to create that recipe. And for everybody, it might be different because what's in your pantry to create energy is different from what's in someone else's pantry to create their energy. And so forth with different utensils as well. And how that can correlate with your nutrition is that you've got all these things that make up that recipe or that energy production, so to speak, because energy then drives other cellular functions as well, like your hormones and your digestive health. And so if you want to create that, we need to look at the fundamentals, and your nutrition is the foundations for creating and building anything that you want in your body. You just need the right amount and the correct nutrients and ingredients. So when you're looking at that, you first start off with what's coming into the body. Yeah, so we're looking at your macronutrients and your liquid intake. So let's just say water is an excellent source of hydration and energy. It helps to create your ATP, which is your adenosine triphosphate, and your energy production. And then with your food, it comes in the form of 4 macronutrients. Alcohol is a macronutrient, protein, fat, and carbohydrates. And 2 of those macronutrients are your fuel sources predominantly. They are the macronutrients that your body can access quite easily in order to utilize it for energy production and creating and building things in the body. So your protein, that I've already got a talk on that. That's all about building the structure and the function of your body. It's very important. Then with your carbohydrates and your fats, you can look at them like the fuel to the roller coaster ride that you're about to go on. So if your energy levels are up and down throughout the day, if your moods are up and down throughout the day, picture it like this. In the morning, you have some cereal or some toast, and that gives you a big burst of carbohydrate, and it shoots you up the roller coaster. And then once that's died down, this roller coaster car starts to go down again. So you pick yourself up with a coffee and a muffin, because you always get a coffee and a muffin deal, right? And then you get picked back up the roller coaster, and then once that fuel's gone, you start to go down again, and it's lunchtime and your lunch picks you back up. You might have a salad sandwich. Up the roller coaster again. Once that fuel's all used up, you go down again. We're starting to dip, 3 p.m. lull, feeling shaky, a bit headachy, craving chocolate, lethargic. So you have your chocolate at that time of day and maybe a cup of tea or another coffee, and it shoots you back up the roller coaster. And we come down again. And by the time we get home and we're ready for dinner, there is no way we are going to the gym. We feel so lethargic, in pain, a bit achy, a bit headachy, gross, not motivated. All you want to do is Netflix and chill. Let me know if you're feeling me. So the way that works is that your fuel sources, and what I depicted in each of those scenarios or those examples, was carbohydrates. So the carbohydrate, it's not lasting long enough to fuel you. What we want to do is look at how can we dip you into the foundations of that roller coaster, which is the concrete and the piping, and represents your fat as your fuel source rather than the carbohydrates. How can we teach your body to dip into that fat stores so that you're going on a cruisy Sunday drive, yeah, rather than up and down this roller coaster? Now, if you look at that, how that works, your carbohydrates, they work like kindling or twigs or paper when you light a fire, yeah? So you use that kindling and it goes woof and it burns really hot really quickly. And then it dies down again. I'm hoping you've lit a fire before. And then if all you had was paper or kindling to light that fire, would you be a slave to it? Would you constantly having to be adding more fuel to that fire if all you had was paper and kindling? Yes, you would. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get a big log and put the log on the fire and it'll burn all night. You can sleep, come back, and it'll still be burning. There'll still be embers there. So the twigs and the kindling and the paper, they represent your carbohydrate source. You want to use them very specifically. Yeah, you want to be carb specific, carb smart. The log of wood represents your fat sources. So that fat comes from your body fat or the fat on your plate. It's just a longer sustaining, smoother, more even output fuel source for your body. So rather than going on this roller coaster ride of fuel where you're being fed by kindling and twigs and paper, yeah, you want to use that before or after a workout to fuel that workout if it's a really intense one. And then if you're not doing that, utilize your body's fat stores. The issue is that sometimes we've got so much glycogen bouncing around our bodies because that's what's being input, yeah, into the body, that we're unable to access that fat. Yeah, so we just keep bumping up and down off that carbohydrate fuel source. So the magic is when you teach your body how to dip into its own body fat stores and utilize that as a stable, predominant fuel, and then become what's termed metabolically flexible, where you can pop some carbohydrates in to fuel your workout or to recover or whatever it is, specific to you in your case, and you can tolerate it. You absorb it really well. You utilize that carbohydrate, but you're not addicted to it and you're not relying on it to get by. Your body is designed to go hours without food. Like, can you imagine? You should be going 5 hours without a meal and be like, you know what? I'm going to eat because I'm hungry, not because I'm hangry. The magic and the labor and the skill is in turning your body from a carbohydrate sugar burner into a fat burner. And that's where nutrition consultation can come into play, because we can look at your diet and teach you and your body the habits and the tools and the nutritional principles to dip you into those foundations of your body and teach you how to become a fat burner. So if that's an interest for you, you can head to my website, jennapool.com, and book a nutrition consultation there, or just send me a message. But I hope you learned something today. So let me know what was the biggest takeaway for you in regards to your fuel sources and your body and your nutrients. I personally love looking at my body like a big recipe book because it means anything is possible. You just got to figure it out. All right, I'm Jenna. I really hope you have a happy day, and I'll speak to you soon.